Okay, Aquarius. It's just you, me, and the cards tonight. That's not true. I'm probably going to do a general reading for September. It's probably going to happen. Aquarius, this is your August love read, even though August is almost over. It's good up until the cusp. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. You get it up until the Virgo Libra cusp. And hopefully I don't move. Well, I'm moving. We're fine. It's just hopefully I don't pack my things. That's not true. I'm probably going to end up having nothing to do except pack and stuff. Anyway, let's get started. Everything you need to know is in the description box of the video. And in addition to that, I don't do personal readings. I have 2 social media accounts, my personal social media accounts. One is Facebook, one is Instagram. Handle is Ashes of the Dawn. Nobody should be reaching out to you from that account. Shoot me a message if you want, but it is my social media account. It's like my personal social media account. The only reason I talk about it is because there are scammers, and and you should just know what my actual handle is. Anyway, let's get started. What's your song? You're very watery today. I'm feeling that you're more the water than the water bearer today. Here's some emotion. Getting like a throwback vibe. Like very nostalgic. Like you're really like throwing yourself into Throwback Thursday even though it's only Wednesday. That's what I'm getting. It's also late. I don't know what time it is because I hit play before I checked what time it was. And in my world, since I'm up at like 6 and I don't go to bed until 2. Terrible sleep habits. Don't try it, kids. Hey, Google. What? Dick. I just wanted to know what time it was. It's fine. Oh, I can do that. It's 20 to 11 at night. It's 20 to 11. We're not taking those. Empathy Test, Bare My Soul was the one I saw. Just in case you're wondering. I never get to pull songs like that. I never see those ones. Let's go ahead and let's play your song. Check out your rising, moon, Venus sign, particularly your moon sign and your Venus sign for additional messages that are going to be of significance for your love read. Let's get started. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I'm trying to be more conscious of how I shuffle so I don't look all haphazard. I often look haphazard. It's okay. It's part of my style. It's my Aries rising. Let's do it. Firecracker. Hearing the word firecracker. We won't take those. We're not taking any of these. No. It's too many and it's weird. I'm not doing it. Okay. I'm going to channel. So, before I started, I was listening to my songs, as I always do. I'm up to 4002. And now we're rhyming. Take on Me by Throwback time. You got a flipper. Just one. The Chemicals Between Us by Bush. Oh. Something of Children Can Amaze. What's that line in that song? Chemicals Between Us lying in his bed. It's like, the power of children can amaze or something like that. Yeah. Sven's here. Don't want to use this one for you. I think I'm doing it. I've been favoring my new deck that I got in Victoria, the Botticelli. It's got similar artwork to the Rackham Tarot deck that I use. I like decks that are loosely based. on the Rider-Waite. I don't know why I'm doing this right now because we need to get your messages first. I do that often. It's fine. But yeah, it's loosely based on like Renaissance type art. I think it's kind of like the Rackham Tarot in that regard. But it's embossed with gold and stuff like that. It's very Italian. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Getting all the songs with the word beautiful. Beautiful day, beautiful life, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Everything's all beautiful. Somebody's being sarcastic about it. Somebody's being a dick about it. Somebody wants to hide the numbers. Put the numbers away. It's not as simple as you think. I hear over here. Didn't I hear that before? For you? Was it for you or for somebody else? It's not as simple as you think. I'm getting a hand on the middle of the back. Somebody puts their hand on the middle of the back to soothe somebody when they're stressed. Just one hand, just settle. Right? Like that. Put somebody in your mind. Put somebody in your mind, and if you don't want messages from somebody in specific, you can leave it up to the universe. On my left will be what you'd like to say, and on my right will be what they'd like to say. And when we get to the other part, I'll tell you about that stuff. Okay, Aquarius, Moon, Rising, Venus. Good. That's good enough. Somebody's saying somebody's fed up of waiting, impatient. There's a trip they're taking and they're impatient. They're getting annoyed with somebody else. You got one that's hidden. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Loading up the car. Loading up the car. Annoyed and impatient. Somebody's idiosyncrasies. Everything has to be just so. Okay, two hidden. One straight up. For Aquarius' person, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. The power of children can amaze. You have children with this person, or you don't. You will. Or somebody is thinking that having a child with somebody is going to save something. That's not true. That's not the way it works, they're saying. You would think so, but it's not. They have two hidden on their side. One more. One more. Got it. So let's separate for them. On your side, which you're not keeping hidden, product community, are you living in a supportive environment? So I think this is a message for you, or it's something you'd like to make sure of for this person over here. Two things you're keeping hidden. First of which, there was this one time at this one school dance. Okay, so you've either told this person a story about this, or they remind you of somebody, or they are that person from the said school dance. You know, sorry, this is bugging me. I need to fix my hair. It's just gonna have to be that way, and it, oh well, you get what you get, you know. Sorry. And the other one that's face down for you. I never got to say goodbye, so this could be something that you're unresolved about. On their side, they have one that that they're not hiding. I think of you when I wake up in the morning. Okay. The two that they're keeping hidden, I want to buy you diamonds. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, Aquarius. That's exciting for you. I'm going to keep doing the same thing to you. It's a little shady. A little shady Grady there. All right. Let's get started with your Botticelli deck. I love this deck. I've wanted it for a really long time and I finally got it. So we're going to put it to use today. Things are going according to plan, somebody is saying. Things are going according to plan. Sitting back and watching. Sitting back and watching the show. Sitting back and watching the show. Wouldn't you like to know? I've heard that before. Heard that before. And you would think I was crazy to say it. All of you there. You would think I was crazy to say these things, but sometimes I hear the same thing. And then I know for certain that they're not talking to you. They're talking to me. And that's effing creepy. That's really creepy when that happens. I'm used to them talking to you guys. When they talk to me, it's more like reassurance. When I'm losing my shit over something when I'm at work. Yeah. There we go. Praise. You seeing something out of the corner of your eye lately? I keep on catching something out of the corner of your eye. Yeah. I'm seeing something out of the corner of your eye. You think you keep on seeing something, but it's not actually there. Like flashes or a dark figure. You keep on looking. You keep on thinking that somebody's walking down the hall or somebody's coming up the stairs. That kind of thing. And when you look, when you do a double take or you go to answer somebody or call down towards somebody, they're not there because there was not anybody there. But it's not a hallucination. Finding a dime. Is that for me or them? Both. You find a dime. You found a dime. Look up the significance of finding a dime. The spiritual significance of finding a dime. Just for fairness. Okay. Something about fanning the flames. Fanning the flames of passion. Trying to cool something off, are you? You're trying to cool something off right now. Something you wish you didn't feel. Something you wish you didn't feel. Okay, on this side, your energy. On this side, their energy. Down the center will be the energy of the universe. Let's start with your current energy. We had two flippers. I just got really fervent about it. Eight of Pentacles, working on something. Mastering your craft, honing your craft, all while reestablishing current beliefs that you've had, questioning current beliefs that you have, challenging your philosophies. Sometimes this can be about sage advice gone wrong, going to counselors, healers, that kind of thing, but realizing that you were going down a path that was pre-established, that the structure of such is being challenged at this time. You're working towards something new. You're working towards honing your craft at the same time. You followed somebody, it was a snake oil salesman at some point. You're working on healing that. And there's something about refinement when it comes to your stability. Refining how you address your art. What you create that's tangible in the world. So what do you create that's tangible in the world, Aquarius? Aquarians are known for their innovative thinking. All right? So what is it that you're doing that's about creating something tangible in the world. 8 works out to the 9, which is living in luxury. 10, which is creating the legacy. You're working towards creating your legacy, but you're working hard at creating your legacy right now. And you're learning to question pre-established beliefs and notions and structures that normally would have created a sense of dogma for you. It doesn't necessarily have to be Christianity in and of itself for that to be true. That's the energy you're sitting in at this time. What's the energy that they're sitting in at this time? This person. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. The national gospel, the song gospel, he talks about hanging the holiday lights. I'll bring a nice icy drink to you. He talks about bring out your TV. He says, and then we'll play GI Blood. That's something about somebody who games. You guys play games together, like shooting games online, war games of sorts. You guys play war games together. They're exercising a truth right now. They have a truth. They might have an apology that they really mean, that they're looking to come forward with and communicate to you. This person could also be looking to bring a small offer of emotion your way, but it's truthful. It's steadfast. It's fair. It's right and good. And they really do mean it. As valiant and inauthentic as this guy looks. You know? I think that this person truly believes that coming forward with this page energy, really, this small message really is their attempt at being the guy from the Sword and the Stone. Even though this is kind of in a tree stump, you know, I'm really feeling that they feel like they have they're taking their crack at trying to bring themselves forward in some small way, thinking that smaller sometimes good things come in small packages. You know, sometimes that can be indicative of it could be somebody who's doing something in service for you, in service of you. Getting somebody who's coming and bringing you a drink, buying you a drink. And that's how they exercise their truth, is acts of service, gift giving, that kind of stuff. Energy of the universe. Temperance in the reverse. 5 of Wands in the reverse. Ooh. There's an air of impatience, restlessness, and a lack of grace in the air at this time. But even so, you need to avoid conflict as a result. So the universe wants to communicate to the both of you, avoid conflict, because there is an air of a lack of patience. You have no patience for each other right now. No patience for each other, so it's best to avoid conflict. Sagittarian energy. You need to temper one's emotions. The warning to temper your emotions to avoid conflict, dude. Temper your emotions because you need to avoid conflict between each other. You might feel insulted by what this person is bringing to you. They might think it's like this grand gesture, do you see? They think it's a grand gesture because they're bringing you an Ace of Swords. An Ace of Swords is a big deal. It's truth. And some people just think that truth is a given. And this world is full of people who do not tell the truth. It's true. It's effing true, right? And you're over here working your ass off, trying to build yourself a legacy. And you're dealing with the collapse of your established belief system. So, like, they're little tiny, like, hey, you know, here's my little tiny cup. This is my truth. You're like, fucking truthy. What do you know about truth? I've had to freaking break down and reestablish my truth 9,000 times, and I've worked hard for it, right? So you might be sloughing, you might be like, you know, brushing this person off, trying to avoid conflict. What is your headspace? It's a time card. I thought it, when I initially started reading this one, the Page of Cups, I was thinking this, but it wasn't in the reverse. So this is your Page of Pentacles, but it's in the reverse. You're not looking to give this person any gifts. This person needs to work for what they it's almost like, do you know what I'm hearing? What, do you want a cookie? Do you want a medal? Like you're, you've got no sympathy for this person's offer. You're thinking to yourself, this is also, a timepiece, peace offering. A token of esteem. You're not looking to do that right now. You're not in the headspace of doing that right now. I'm literally hearing, what, do you want a medal? Do you want a medal? Do you want a cookie for this here because you told the truth? Really? Oh, okay, cool. I didn't realize that we were rewarding people for the bare minimum, you know? I think that's what you're thinking. What are they thinking? What are they thinking? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What are they thinking? That's kind of like an Aquarian. I'm just thinking like my dad would do something like that, right? Like you could, and I'm not, you know, like it's just, you know, I'm like literally hearing my dad is like, he's like the Aquarius that's like, he will say the shit that makes a record scratch, you know, like. I have this story about my dad where it's like I asked him about this thing that he was going to. And the guy asked him this question. And he said something da-da-da. And then I asked him this, and I was like, so what did you say? And he's like, told him it's none of his goddamn business. It's like, but he's there to help you. And then I'm like, and so what did he say next? And blah, 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 blah. And like, I told him da, 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 da. And I was like, okay, and then what did you say? He's like, I told him it's none of his goddamn business. It's like, Jesus, do you know? It's like, what do you want, a goddamn medal? I could just hear it. I could hear it. Oh, the hang-ups, the tarot readers. You gotta love your parents, because you can't pick them. I'm sorry, it's funny. It's great. It's just funny. It's just funny. I told him, no, it's my mistake. Okay, on their side, they're living in some, yeah, they got some toxic shit going on. Oh, man. They're living in excess. Their headspace is in excess. They're traveling to temptation. The thing that they wanted to buy, they couldn't afford, they're buying it. They're drinking lots. They're eating lots. They're in energy that is just not... their headspace is to go towards things that they crave. Their headspace is to go towards things that they enjoy, but to the excess, to the extreme. It's no longer about grounding themselves and connecting with their baser human instinct. It's now to the point where it's of detriment to themselves and their mindset. You know what I mean? And that's kind of the feeling I get when I look at a devil in the reverse. I'm a Capricorn sun, so when I see my card in the reverse, that's what I think. I think of the shadow side of a Capricorn. Overworking, drinking too much, eating too much, buying too much, doing lots of things too much, do you know? Yeah, that's where their mind's going. That's where their mind's going. They escape. Escapism. Escapism is what I'm getting with that, especially because you're not giving them recognition for what they have come to you with. they're exercising escapism. Instead of sitting in their headspace, instead of rationalizing things, working with their intellect, kind of figuring shit out, they're escaping. They're escaping their feelings. Universe. In between the two of you. The shared thought. The shared thought. Let's see. Oh no. We'll go for the one that flipped only. The Hermit. It's that time of year, isn't it? No white after Labor Day, I hear. That's literally what I just heard. Going within, seeking illumination. The book is knowledge, which is illumination there. And taking a page from the book. Seeking your own inner truth. Going inward for that deep introspection. Really seeking what it is that you really want from this connection. This person, most certainly. You're not having it. You got too much shit going on. I think like there's a complete and utter disregard for this person, or you had expectation or higher expectation of this person. I don't want to say that you had expectations because maybe you didn't, but they failed to meet your expectations in the general archaic sense of the word. So you're both turning inward. What would you like to say to this person? Oh. There has been abandonment, grief, loss, disappointment in emotional situations for me. And I don't necessarily feel that even an offer from the universe right now could move me out of my work desk right now. I'm working on reestablishing previously firmly structured foundations in my belief system and philosophies about life in general. I may even be moving on from divorce, etc., etc. I'm not interested in your cup, the neighbor's cup, the greatest person on the earth's cup, even the universe's cup right now. I think I'll pass, is what you're saying. Well, shit. Sorry, cross watcher. Zuh. Why did I want to say singular there? Probably because my view count has went down the tubes. Yeah. Probably because these long babbling readings. Like, share, and subscribe, folks. Let's see what they're saying to you. 3 of Wands in the reverse. They can't wait anymore. They can't wait anymore. There's impatience here. For sure. They can't wait anymore. It's without delay. Without delay, I'm moving on. With or without you, I'm moving on. What's with the U2 songs? It's a Beautiful Day I heard earlier, and then With or Without You. Somebody's into U2. That's kind of old school. I don't think I have viewers that actually... that's not true. I probably like 6 U2 songs. Death in between the two of you. Ending. Transformation. The relationship is ending and moving into a new form. Scorpionic energy. Could be that you two were in some weird romantic thing, or you two were in a friendship situation, but everything eventually changes. And that's what's happening here. Moves into a new version of itself. The outcome for you is the moon. You end this whole situation in some dreamlike energy, Cancerian energy, but it's more paying attention to your dreams for the symbolism to help you work through some of the confusion that you're working through here in your headspace about what you started out with, because you started out working through some stuff. It's either got to do with divorce, with questioning previously long-held belief systems, getting some really shitty advice from a counselor, sage, therapist, wise man, or you know, having your philosophies completely dismantled and having to rebuild all over again from scratch when it comes to your spirituality belief system, because you thought you had it all figured out, and now you're working really, really hard to try and rebuild that or reestablish what was once quite established. And you're confused, you feel deceived, you don't know if the shadows are real or if they're just shadows. Eventually things do come to light, but it's time to take rest under the moon. I'm feeling here it's time to be in the arms of sleep. I'm hearing this very much, this card reminds me of the melancholy and the infinite sadness. So in the arms of sleep, the Smashing Pumpkins, right? So when in the arms of sleep, this is where we work out things that are normally confounding to us during our waking hours, you know? So when in the arms of sleep, I just got, yeah. Down here on their side. Man, swords, fairness, justice, equilibrium, Libra. So they're going to come around to either realizing the truth of the situation, or there's going to be some clarity and communication of some sort that has to do with fairness, justice, equilibrium. When we get to September 23rd, very forlorn energy. I feel like this person might not necessarily be mincing their words anymore. They might not be coming to you with an Ace of Swords with a Page of Cups. They're just coming to you with a freaking Queen of Swords. And that sword is unsheathed. They're willing to cut themselves in order to deliver that truth, though. They don't feel it. The point is they have a truth to deliver. This time it'll be delivered swiftly. Triumph and victory, victorious homecoming. Slow moving energy in between the two of you. You can have victory in this connection in one way or another. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to end up together. But it does mean that there is something that you can celebrate out of this connection. It is slow moving, your realization of this. But there is something that you have gained from this. There's victory and homecoming. Victorious homecoming, triumph, winning out over something else in celebration of that victory and success. You've successfully come out of confusion because this person brings this truth to you. Overall energy. Yeah, you've gained perspective. It's time to take action instead of sitting in suspended energy any longer. Pisces energy. Cool. Alright. Last time I'm using these cards for a little while. I decided, you know, I pulled them, and as soon as I started using them, I was cool with it, and I was crazy about them for the first little while. Kind of getting not really into it anymore. So we're not going to use these ones. This is the Purple Love Dreams Oracle by V Love Crystals. It's not that it's a shitty deck or anything. It's just, you know, sometimes certain decks you feel the energy, and sometimes you don't. It just happens that way. We're going to use this for any significant symbolism. Dreams, things you see, you drive past a billboard, you know, that kind of thing. Don't pay any mind to the stuff on the bottom of the cards, because I'm not using them like oracle cards like you normally would. And they list reversals and stuff like that, and I'm not using that. Aquarius. You have two, we need one more. Yeah, didn't I tell you there was something about GI blood? That's cool. I'll tell you about it in a second when I get the other card here. When I get our other card, we can finish up and we can talk about it. Aquarius. Aquarius one wanted to flip, but it didn't. Aquarius. GI blood. I'm hearing it again. GI blood. Did I tell you? Game. Playing video games. It's not about video games. Online gaming. You might have met this person online gaming even. Crystal ball. Somebody who is into metaphysics. And rain boots. So galoshes, playing in the rain. If you have children with this person, it might be that might be the thing you're screaming at them about the car. Did you remember the rain boots? And your notes from the universe. Not using these cards again. I think I'm going to use these for myself moving forward instead of anybody else. I've had these for quite a while. I got them at the beginning of the pandemic. But I'm not really feeling them as much as I would have liked to. Not for reading on YouTube. Okay. Alright. There isn't a soul on the planet who doesn't crave your approval. The only difference between a friend and a foe is that you've decided where love can grow. Okay. Sweet. Alright, what are your numbers? Numbers you should look out for. Aquarius. And then we'll be done with it. Thanks for watching. We got 3, 7, and 5. Awesome. I appreciate everybody hanging out and checking everything out. I'll be right back. I'm literally going to upload this video, and if it uploads in time and isn't super slow, depending on where I am in the house, because Wi-Fi is, you know, still science, and it does still have things that, you know, anyway, it's fine. I'll be back doing another reading here for the general reading for September. Talk soon. Bye. And there's your spread. Oh yeah, there's the game one there. Yeah. Okay, see ya.